side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. first down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. To pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the ground, it's Lewis. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple of years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Oh, it's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Timeout, Penn State.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head and can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one.
Let's go! Let's cookie!
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farmer. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw up on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Handoff to the lone back. Plows through the defense. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
First down on the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
So now it's second and long. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a first and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He might want another play. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Oh, they're after him! Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Love the job by the defense there. They weren't fooled. 2nd and short. They thought pass was a possibility. They got to the QB. Let's see if they can do it again here on 3rd.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
In 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
To the ground. He's got it again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this option has given them a great opportunity.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and this offense a little bit.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busted loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate, and oh, they block it. There he goes.
Man, the special teams coach is going to be jacked up. You get your hands in there, you penetrate, you get your hands and get a tip, and then scoop it up. That's just gravy. Scoop it up, get some positive yards, and completely flip the field. That's an exciting, momentum-changing play.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to run, it's Martin. Hard running there. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And he's knocked down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Quarterback keeper. Across the 45. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Graham. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big
a shot for the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll cut the lead to 13. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap. It's Lewis. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Lewis. Caught near the sticks. It's St. Clair. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Okay, break. Break 9, B. Break 9.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted.
Running toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Never know what can happen when two good teams face. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to...
Lets it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Turning it on. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Just keep slinging it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the run, it's Lewis. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Denmark. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buckeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's St. Clair. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 35. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel on their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, opponent.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A lot of room to the right. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Looks as if they'll go for two with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. He wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by 7.
Ohio State 31, Penn State 24.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Military stun! Military stun! Ready, go!
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass up here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged in the middle, Mitch Reynolds. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Lewis. Oh, better look out. He's loose down the middle. The 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He caught it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Still on his feet at the 40. Flying out to the left. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. Oh, he's got some space. Snowed under by the defense. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in third and long, still in a good situation here.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.